Hello guys, this is Jerry here and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft tutorial. This episode we are going to build a galleon. So the materials we will need is, this is just for the spine. So the materials we will need is, just saying, for more better effects, I've got WBC builds. It just looks much better with this pack. So normally ships' bottoms don't go that deep. I'm guessing this block. Yeah. A sailing ship is quite, it needs to be quite random. The slope can't be too long, and you have to map everything out. I need to map the sails out right now. For now, I'm just gonna be using stripped oak log. Okay, that's much better. So I'm guessing this is how much I want the sails to space out. Yeah, that was better. So I don't want the ship to be too long. I'm guessing about there would, yeah, I think that's perfect. So now when you've got your actual length of the ship, just work on the slope. I'm not gonna go too advanced here. So I think like that. Yeah. Actually, you could just build up. This is definitely not the final thing, but now we've got that done, we'll mark out the sides of the ship's skeleton. So basically it's just like a human skeleton. You're working from like the spine. So just mark out where everything is. There's not much to explain here, just like be natural. Don't make it like too square. Now you've got the rough shape of the entire ship, like the rough skeleton, to the more detailed skeleton. Just like normally on the back of the ship, it's wider than the front of the ship. So using that logic, we could just like this. But still make sure to keep it nice and natural. Okay, so you see I've kind of just got to fiddle around, and just place in all the little details of the ship. But our next step is some of the most important steps that depends on if your ship is good or bad. So our next step is going to build the sails up. Yeah. Now, for the sails, we're gonna get a from big to small gradually type of style. So, polished deep slate wall for 2 blocks, fence. So, yeah, now you get what I'm kind of hoping for. So at the bottom is the log, and then there's a rope tying it, the masts of the ship, the front mast and the back. So let's just quickly build this. So now you can see what it looks like after the pine put up. And I'm really starting to like the vibe. And always remember the front one is slightly just 1 block or 2 blocks higher than the back one. But I prefer it to be 1 block because 2 block just is too visualized. And our next step is to go and grab ourselves dark oak wood slab or whatever color you want to match up with these. And then we just go off like this. And if you think this is a bit too looks a bit too thick, turn it into 1 block. And once you've, this personally to me is a good size. Yeah, so I'm personally starting to like this. And yeah. And after this step, we'll go on to the actual sails, spruce wood. And this type of ship, the sails are actually pretty low. So we'll actually go this low. And you need to give the sails a bit of curve into it. This, yeah. Done it for the first level. Have a look around. You always gotta look around to see, after every step has been complete, to see if you like it or not. Let's say this one's been curved a bit too much. Curve three blocks to the perfect kind of thing you want. And then now I'm starting to see the problem. And then once you've found your perfect thing, do it onto everything on your ship. Okay, so now you really get the vibes here. So you see what I've done? I've pasted the same design on the front one to the back one, but you see the second one above the first sail is just slightly more larger. It's the longest sail. And then it just gradually gets smaller while it's going up. But the first sail is just like a bit shorter than the second one. But you don't want the back sail, this back pine, to be as detailed as the front one, because what we're going to do right now is make it more detailed.
But on a different way. So you see right now, this is really fiddly. So
it will be very frustrating to do, but it's a process that must be gone through.
I've done it slightly wrong here. Yeah, now it's better. Yeah, so you give it a bit curve. Just build another
sail here. Give it a bit more curve. Leveled up ones. And then after you've done the first one, go a few blocks up and do the second one.
One doesn't have to be as steep as the first one. If you get what I mean. It's very thick.
the first one need to be a bit longer than the second one. So yeah, this is what it should look like. And then after you've done that, so you probably know what I'm gonna do here. So starting off by the end, use birch trapdoors, and then use smooth sandstone slab for the middle, and then use smooth sandstone for the very, very middle. This also requires a lot of fiddling around with, so you will need, there requires a lot of testing around and stuff. But at the end, it should look somewhat like this. And then do it to all your sails. So hopefully after you've done that step, the whole ship is starting to come together. And I've also got a little trick to show you. As your sail gets too small, you wouldn't be placing the blocks anymore. And in every sail, if you don't, it will just look ugly in the middle. So what you do is you place a birch trapdoor in front of the fence to make it hidden, and it also adds a little bit more dense texture in the middle, so it makes it feel like more full in the middle. And at the back, you can't see through it, and you can also see the pipe running into it, because if you just, let's say, if you just break it and do this, it looks really weird. And at the back, I've also finished this up with a simple sail. You can do it whatever style you want, and you don't even have to do it. You could just do whatever we did on this to the top of this pipe. The ship actually looks quite empty right now, and that is because there is no ropes and riggings supporting the ship. But this is actually pretty freely, so you don't, there's no real rules following to this. But the very basics is you gotta connect this point to this point, and then from this point to this point, and then to this point, to this point, and at last, yeah, it's gonna finish here. Thank you guys for watching, and this is what I wanted. You see, all the riggings and stuff, you don't get it right the first try. You need to just keep trying until it looks natural. And at the back, you see I've got all the strings connected, and I figured out that if you actually connect them when they're on different levels, it looks really, really ugly. But if you leave them even just floating, it actually looks much better. When it's finished, you just feel like all your hard work got paid off. It's just really good. So this video took me a long time to make, and if you enjoy it, then please leave a like, and thanks for watching. Bye.